Hey, I'm in my kitchen today. I thought I would just give you guys a quick couple lunch ideas. I do believe in eating healthy as possible. I stay clear of processed items to the best of my ability. There may be something here and there that gets tossed in, but pretty much I cook everything, I make everything. I don't like the additives that are in a lot of foods. I mean, even bread now has datum in it. Just like with my skincare, my food, I read every single ingredient as well. So I thought I would share with you just a couple of quick ideas that I do for lunches. A lot of times I'm working downstairs, so I come up and I'll make this, and I like things to be able to be quick and easy that I can carry down there with me so that I can continue on my time schedule. I'm working with paints and chemicals of all things. Polyurethanes and things like that. But I have my masks and my gloves. I think these things are really easy. They're doable for everybody. I've noticed when I grocery shop that the cost of eating well is actually less than the cost of junk food. And I taught this to my children. I brought them into the grocery stores and I said, look at this. A pound of apples is 99 cents, but this 10-ounce package of cookies is $3. So I'm trying to get them to realize that eating well can be very economical as well. And I do choose lots of organic things, but with organic, you have to be careful. There are a lot of farming issues and a lot of things that claim they're organic that may not be up to the USDA certified regulations. And even that, things can kind of get, under the radar. So you really have to watch your produce and check out where they're made and look for those stickers. Look for the stamps of, the USDA certified stamps, and on the PLU stickers that are on like fruits and vegetables, produce, things like that. There should be a different number that comes first, referencing that it's from an organic farm. So like a normal pear would have one set of stickers on it, and then an organic pear would have a preceding number. I'm not quite sure what that number could be, especially for your area, but it should start with a different number. A couple quick tips on how to find organic things. I don't feel like everything I need to buy is organic, but I prefer certain things to be. So I'm not quite that extreme, but I'm cautious. And I actually enjoy it. I enjoy grocery shopping and trying to find, the best things that I'm going to like to eat. So I'm going to start with a wrap. And these are actually one of the kinds that I'm actually looking to replace. I love these wraps. They taste wonderful. This is a spinach wrap. However, they do have Blue Lake #1 and Yellow #6 or 5. So they do have the food dyes in them. I'm not crazy about that. I try to eliminate that stuff. So I have yet to be able to find spinach wraps that don't have food coloring in them because we don't have a Whole Foods around here. So I have small little organic sections in my supermarkets. But for the time being, this is a great wrap. So they're large and they're delicious. So, okay, so I start with my wrap, my spinach wrap, like that. And then I cook chicken. I will buy like a ton of chicken, a big huge package of it, and cook it and use it for dinner that night, and then I will save the rest to add into other recipes or whatever. So I have my one chicken breast here that I have saved so that I can slice it. I like my wraps to have some meat. Okay, so I'm going to take this big old guy out right here, slide him right onto my cutting board. And this is so easy. I just kind of trim off the fat. And then I just slice it at an angle in thin strips, and you can go back down the middle if you choose. I just kind of leave it in the wider strips. This one is actually really big. I might cut this one down through the center just a little bit. Because if you like it in chunks or strips, it's up to you. Personally, for a wrap, I prefer the strips so they don't slide out quite so easily. Here are my slices of chicken, all pretty, seasoned already. I seasoned them with some lemon pepper. So usually the way that I start doing this is I take my I put spinach on everything and Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt goes on baked potatoes, it goes on pasta, it goes on everything that I would normally use a sour cream for. I use my Greek yogurt. So, and I'm a spinach and dark lettuce freak too. I love my dark lettuce. So I have a huge bag of spinach that I'll blow through in about a week. If I don't, it goes bad. So typically what I'll do too is if it's been a few days and it's starting to go a little bad, I'll cook it. And then I can freeze it or I can just eat it cooked. So, all right, I make my own dressing as well. So I've got my layer of spinach there. And then I love honey mustard. So I'm going to make my own honey mustard dressing, which is just to taste. A few squirts of, I'm getting low on my mustard here. A few squirts of the mustard. And where's my honey? I do have organic honey. So I'm going to add a nice big squirt of that. A tiny little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Just a little, for some consistency. Ooh. I got a big drizzle. And then just a touch of garlic powder. I love garlic, so you can leave this out if you don't want to. You don't have to have any garlic. So just stir that up, just like that. How easy, just a couple of ingredients, no chemicals, no color additives, no preservatives. I usually, when I do this, I make enough for 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to drizzle this like this all across my spinach. I like to layer my dressing in with my salad and the chicken and everything so that I get a little bit in every bite. Okay, so I've got my first layer of spinach down on my spinach wrap. Now I'm going to add my dark greens. Do a nice heaping handful of my spring mix. Again, it's an organic salad mix. Nice whopper load of that. Okay, that was my pepper slices. I also had pre-sliced these because I give them to my daughter for her lunches too. So this doesn't work only for myself. I give this to my daughter for lunches too. So I love the taste of a green pepper on here. Everything's green. It's so green. So we'll spice it up with a little bit of red. A little bit of red pepper. Red one right there. All right, my lettuce. And then I'm going to do another little drizzle of my honey mustard. It's my personal preference to cook it at home, and it's a lot more economical. But I have used like those baggies of pre-cooked chicken strips that Purdue sells. But you know, those are $3 a bag for I think 9 ounces. And here's my chicken breast, and this, I have more here, and it probably costs maybe $1. Okay, so I'm going to just cut right through the middle of these because these were this was a big one. What I do with the extra slices, because I do several chicken breasts at a time, is I chunk them up or slice them up and I freeze them. So this is one from a chicken breast that I made that I used, I made 2 wraps with it. This was a little bit left, so I froze it, and here's my version of a Purdue cooked chicken strips. I also had some chicken tenders, so if you prefer those, this is all white chicken breast. But I also had some chicken tenders that I cooked last night, which is basically slendered down chicken breast strips, and I did them in some panko crumbs. So I could easily, throw these in the toaster oven, warm them up a little bit, get a little re-crisp them, and put these on here too. So it doesn't have to be the plain, it's whatever I'm in the mood for. For demonstration, I figured I would show you the chicken breast because it's so easy. Okay, so then I'm just going to take a few chunks and layer them on top of my peppers. This is a large wrap. I buy the large ones because I like my sandwiches full. So about 4 of these go on here. Here's the tricky part, rolling this baby up. Okay, so I've got my spinach wrap, layer of spinach, layer of dressing, layer of dark green spring mix salad, layer of dressing, peppers, red and green, whatever kind you like, yellow, orange, whatever ones you prefer, and then my chicken breast on top of that. Put one more little slice in here. I do eat a huge lunch typically because I have breakfast at, I drink my lemon water and then I'm usually not too hungry for about a half an hour. So then I will eat my breakfast, you know, so a little mid-morning-ish, maybe around like, well, it depends, anywhere between 9 and 10:30. And then I will have sometimes a couple of walnuts for a little snack, and then I will make my lunch, and then I will have like a mid-afternoon snack, maybe a granola bar, something like that, or a yogurt, a Greek yogurt, a fruited Greek yogurt. And then my dinner, and I try not to eat too much for dinner, and I try not to eat past 7:30. Doesn't always work out that way, especially if I'm working on a project that takes me into the evening. It's big. So I just kind of scoop it. I really don't care if it's all nice and neat and tidy. And I tuck whatever falls out, I just shove it back in. All that good stuff stays right in there. So here's my wrap. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm going to set this aside and eat this not on camera. I'm just going to put it aside. I have done this too, which I'm actually going to do today. If I need to hold it in place, like I do right now. There you go. Ooh, chicken fell out. Tuck her back in. Okay, see that? So then your wrap will sit nice and pretty until you're ready to eat. Alrighty, so like I said, the rest of this chicken I will freeze. So that's going to get stuck in a little labeled sandwich baggie and frozen for future use. Okay, the other thing I love is a smoothie. Oh my gosh. Oh, and my baked potato. This is a sweet potato. I love sweet potatoes in any form. So a lot of times in the evening too, or with my dinner, I will just throw one of these in the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. Cut it open, squirt a little olive oil or Olivio butter. I do use the Olivio spray butter too if I need like a butter form. And this will do me. So I gotta have my sweet potatoes. I love these things. And they're a breeze in the microwave. It's no big deal. A couple fork stabs for the holes, wrap it in a wet paper towel. And this is such a high nutrient vegetable that it's just, Next up, I'm going to make a smoothie. I love smoothies, love them. I will put all kinds of stuff in them, vegetables, whatever. Right now, I am going to show you guys a simple smoothie one, simple fruit one. Okay, so I take my cup. I have this little guy, the Magic Bullet. I love this little thing. I mean, there's Vitamix, there's a whole bunch of others that are probably even better. This I have to kind of shake things around sometimes to get it fully it's blended, you know, so the frozen stuff doesn't get stuck in one spot. But okay, so I start with my fat-free Greek yogurt. Love my Greek yogurt. Now I like it a little bit tangy, so I put a lot of Greek yogurt in here. So here's my cup. A regular blender too. I mean, I did this in a blender for years until I finally got this guy. All right, yep. Yeah, that's felt good. Maybe a little dose more. You can never have enough Greek yogurt, right? Making this for my daughter, so she'll be home from school relatively soon, and so she can snack on this with me because I have my big old wrap I need to eat. Okay, so from here I take, I forgot to mention my little lemon for my wrap. A lot of times I'll just give a quick little drizzle of lemon over top of the, just right before I wrap it. I just like that extra little fresh zing of lemon because lemon is just so refreshing to me. Or if I don't want to use the honey mustard, I'll just do my olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and lemon with, of course, garlic. I buy huge amounts of strawberries when they go on sale, and I freeze them. I wash them, I cut them, and then I freeze them. I don't just stick them straight into the freezer bag because you'll end up with, well, I kind of have a big solid rock of it, but you'll end up, you can't cut the stem, the little sprouty thing. And I slice them in half because it's easier for the blender to work through. There we go. All right, so good. Same thing with blueberries. I will buy huge quantities when they go on sale and freeze them all for this purpose. Not all of them. I get through a bunch raw and then freeze the rest. So I give a nice couple of scoops. Oh, I don't have too much room left. Berries. If it's a little too full, then I will go back in after it's been stirred a little bit, blended a little, and add some more blueberries. Levels out. And then I do give a nice little squirt of the honey. Probably about 2 tablespoons worth for one this size. A lot of times I just give this extra little splotch of some sort of a fruit juice just to add some liquid, because this is pretty thick. And I'm going to stuff this baby down in here. You plug it in, you put this on here, you give it a little pump twist, and you let it roll. Be right back. 7 seconds on the bullet, and I really stuffed it. Okay, round 2 here. Quick look. Okay, I just added a teeny bit more honey and another plop of blueberries just because I like it a little sweeter. All right, here it is, all done. Take off my... I love the convenience of these because it's a lot less waste than a blender. You're drinking right from the canister that it was made in, so you don't have all that. I mean, I used to stand there and let it drip for quite a while because there was so much all over the sides of the blender container that I felt like I was losing a quarter of my smoothie. Quick rinse in the sink, and that's it for cleanup, besides my cup when I'm done. The bullet comes with these little cups, and they have rings so you can drink right from the cup. I don't bother with the ring. Here are 2 lunch offerings for you guys to try. Just quick and easy. They really are quick and easy with excellent nourishment. Very, very filling. I did want to mention for a snack, sometimes I also buy the Smucker's has, this is all natural peanut butter. Can't remember how much this is, but the ingredients are peanuts. That's it. And a dash of salt. So I love this. You can tell it's almost gone. I'll have a couple of those, couple of saltines with some peanut butter on them if I need a little protein pick-me-up, especially after I do exercises. I do some home exercises. I don't go to a gym, but I like to keep myself moving, and you know. One of my favorites, if I'm really craving like something sweet, is jelly on crackers. I usually use a low-fat version of Ritz, but I love it just as much on saltines. Oh my gosh, I've been having this snack since I was a child, and I have brought this down through into the next generation. This is the natural strawberry spread, no high fructose corn syrup. There is no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, and no preservatives. I gotta show you. It just feels like you're in a strawberry field. Just look at that. Oh, that's so good. That's so, so good. And it literally tastes like you just made it fresh from the field in your own little canning space. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you find some of these little munchables to your taste, and have a great day. I will see you guys next time. Yes, I fit the whole thing in there.